G'day, welcome to Gender Critiques. In the following video, filmed last night, basically I was doing another video, and it's turned into two videos out of one sitting. And whilst doing that, I went off on a tangent and into one of my fucking vents, just about, you know, like I was just having a moment, but I think it's a moment that many other women are sharing with me, so I thought I'd put this up there so that, you know, you all know there's solidarity. It's not only you that are feeling this way, it's most of us. It's not about whether someone's trans or not, it's simply about whether or not they are implicit or engaged within the movement that is seeking deliberately to completely obliterate like human biological sex classes, and along with it then all of the claims that women can make to sex-based oppression, which are real and are based on our biological realities. I know I swear and I rant a lot and nay these wankers, etc., etc. Generally who I'm referring to there is gender identity movement. It is the TRA movement. It's the entity as a whole, and I'm starting now to get pretty. I can't even begin to imagine how the women who have been fighting this for like 3 times longer than I have must feel, because I've only been engaged in this for 3 years and I'm fucking sick of this bullshit. I'm getting really short-tempered. I'm getting really like, I was jaded and cynical to start with. I didn't think that could get much worse, but fuck, it has. I'm just so, and I am fucking furious. I'm so fucking angry that it has come to this, that we are having to defend this fucking thing, that it's even a thing, that it's, you know, the lived reality of me as a woman, you know, which is based on biological sex. You know, I couldn't have identified out of any of the shit that I've experienced based on being a woman. No one can. It's just the fact that there's an entire movement that's been fucking funded and pushed along by politicians, by governments, by medical institutions, by academic institutions, all of whom, funnily enough, and I'll put a link in the description which leads to some interesting reading, all of whom, if you look deep enough and you scratch the surface, you'll find are connected or being funded by or being donated to from, you know, some fairly significant trans lobby groups, who are in turn being funded and pushed along by some fairly significant trans activist individuals. A few of them are billionaires, and they have, you know, coincidentally have, you know, vested interests in fucking big pharma and, you know, the production of like the hormone puberty blockers, etc., that are being pushed on this. Like there's so much to this. It's so huge, it's so big, and it's so fucking, it's a disgrace what's going on. It's a fucking disgrace that humanity is, we haven't learned that this movement is pushing this fucking ideology that makes it okay to, you know, that's trying to tell everyone that it's okay for, you know, children to make life-altering decisions when they're children, based on the indoctrination that they've been receiving from the trans rights movement, which is more fucking based on beliefs and ideology than it is on scientific facts and research and evidence. I don't know. A man could be, you know, with a beard, like in his, you know, 6'4" with a beard and a big tubby beer gut and a hairy chest and a dick. It's still intact and it's always going to be there. It's not got any, like he can have no intention whatsoever of physically trained, you know, doing anything like medically in terms of like genital reassignment, etc. All he has to do is say that he's a woman, that he feels or he identifies as a woman, and he's getting classed as a woman, and they're expecting us all to accept that just because this fucking dude has said, I'm a woman, that what magically makes him a fucking a woman. It's fucking the premise that, you know, we're supposed to just accept that is just, can you not, I mean, really?